Hi, I'm Camden Mayor Vic Karstafen. I am proud to kick off our Camden Speaks series. This series will feature Camden icons as they tell their story in their own words. Their story is your story, it is our story, and it is Camden's story. I hope you enjoy this unique series which highlights the legacy of our city Invincible. It takes teamwork to make a real change occur within a community. So remember, together we are all Camden Strong.
Welcome to Camden Speaks. Today our guest is Senator Nilsa Cruz-Perez. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad to be here. Delighted.
What a great honor. What a great honor.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here with you guys.
Great.
After the pandemic, this is fantastic that we can actually get together now.
Well, we want to know about you. Tell us about growing up, what your childhood was like.
Oh my God, I was blessed. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. To a very old-fashioned Christian family. So I had a wonderful childhood. I was blessed. My father and my mother, they both worked very hard. It was three of us. They sent all of us to college. And after college, I joined in the military.
Great, great. Who were some of the people that were influential to you as you were growing up?
My mom and my dad. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were so family orientated. Every Sunday after Mass, we went to my grandmother's house. Both my grandmothers. We'll stop in one grandmother and then go to the other. And we all were raised among our cousins and family. So we were always together.
You majored in political science. And when you were in school, you also joined the U.S. Army, where you stationed in Germany. What were the main things you learned, not only academically, but about yourself during that time?
Oh my God. The thing that I loved the most was when you oversee and you're serving with your American soldiers and your fellows, it's like a family. So even though I left my family and that was hard, then you meet your other military family and you become a family. And we always get together, we always support each other, we always help each other. So even though I was overseas serving our country, I felt like I had a second family and a family that we were working together with one cause, defending the freedom of the United States.
Senator, March is Women's Month. You're being honored for your many contributions, in particular the city of Camden. Who were some of the women that you looked up to that inspired you?
Well, let me tell you a story about a woman named Felicia Rincon de Gautier. She was born in the 1800s. She became the first mayor of Puerto Rico in 1946. But actually, in 1946, when she became the mayor of the capital of Puerto Rico, she was the first mayor in America.
Really?
Yes, Felicia Gautier de Rincon. So she, through her learning in history about her, and in school and in college, make me believe that women can be done anything.
Yeah.
Becoming the first mayor ever elected in the history of the Americas is a big deal. Obviously, my religious background too. My mom, which I was a fighter, always working to make sure she helped my father so we can have a good life. She was also a role model for me, my mom.
What was it like raising your family here?
Well,
and when did you move?
I moved in 1991, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was in shock. When I moved here, they have those mischief night fire, and there was a lot of fires that year.
Yeah.
I know, my life always has been, God have moved me around for a purpose. My life belonged to Him. I'm ready to serve. Every morning when I wake up, I report for duty. So when I got here, I say, what is going on in here? It was my sister and my brother-in-law who invited me to move to New Jersey, and they were talking about the development that was happening back then at the waterfront, talking about the children's garden, the aquarium, and all the good stuff that were happening at that time. But then when I moved into the neighborhoods, I saw, the fires, the houses, but I thought, God brought me here for a purpose. Let's find out what this purpose is.
Right, right. Your journey to become a senator was and is extensive, all the way up to being elected the first Hispanic woman state legislator in New Jersey's history. I guess that dream of the woman who was a mayor really came through you, actually. Tell us about your journey and how you reached that goal.
Working with Dana Burley, Novella Hinson, Dorothy Burley, and a whole bunch of amazing people who was working at the time. We was just working together. Neither Dana Burley thought we ever run for office, and we all did. So that was never the intention. We just was working to make a difference, to work with the neighbors, to make sure that we brought the issues to the mayor's office, to make sure that the needs of the community was addressed, and that was our mission. So that's how we start. By being a committee person, getting involved. I was involved in the zoning board and in other boards, and that gave me an opportunity to serve. Never expecting to run for office.
Wow.
It just happened.
What were some of the issues that resonated with you during that time when you were sort of building your resume up and moving forward?
Obviously, the people in here are wonderful. I love the people. So I knew they deserved better. The people was good and the heart was in the right place. Yeah. So what moved me to continue with it was, we got to improve the life. We got to bring new housing. We got to rebuild the city again. The city was great once, the city will be great again. And it's great now.
Yeah. I know you're passionate about a lot of things. What are your passions? What are you passionate about?
My children. The children, they're the future. They're the future. To make sure that they have really thorough and efficient education, that they receive the best education possible, because they are the future. That foundation has to be strong.
Yes.
And education is one of my passions.
What does it mean to you? What does Camden mean to you? And
Home.
how does that stand out
Home,
for you?
a blessing.
What
Camden
do you
is
like
the
most?
reason I represent, as a legislator, I represent 19 municipalities. But Camden was the reason I got involved, because I wanted it to make a difference, because I wanted it to see a change, because I saw beautiful people, because I know what Camden can bring. And once you're in Camden, you learn to love everybody in Camden. Everybody in Camden becomes your family. Good and bad, they're your family, and you're going to defend them no matter what. So Camden was the reason that got me involved. Camden was the reason I got involved in politics, and I do represent other communities, and I fight for them as well. But Camden was the reason I got involved.
You passed a couple of legislative bills that were for the first time. What were some of those?
The Camden Rehabilitation Act was one of the bills that we passed, and that was back in the 2000 with Speaker Joe Roberts, Assemblyman Joe Roberts, and Wayne Bryan. We worked on a piece of legislation to start bringing resources into the city, to start changing the city.
Wonderful. How do you feel about what you're seeing now in terms of the growth of Camden? How do you feel about that?
If you were here, and I came here in the early 90s, if you were here and you see the change, you feel proud. And it's not just one person, two-person job. It has been a team effort where you have all level of government working together to make sure that we have what we have today. Yeah, it's a lot more to do, but this is a beautiful place.
When people from Camden speak about you, they tell me what an amazing human being you are. I know, I've known you through the years. You're kind, you're considerate, you're compassionate. What keeps you going? What keeps you positive?
My faith. My faith, knowing that my God, every morning when I wake up, that God is going to guide my way, that God is going to give me the tools that I need, keep me strong, keep me very strong, because without my God, without the Lord, I will not be able to do. I'm just His servant. Yes. I'm just a vehicle, a tool, and He provides me. And I ask every morning, God, you have put me in this position with a lot of responsibility, and the life of people depend on my decisions. God, guide me and give me the tools that I need to improve the life of the people.
What stands out for you being a woman in power? I always believe that more and more women should be in power. And I think it would be a far better world. I think we would prefer dialogue instead of war. How has it been for you as a woman of power and influence?
We have come a long way. We're no longer a token at a table where in the past maybe we're just going to have a woman there and that's fine. No, we actually have a voice. We have women in very powerful position. Look, our vice president for the first time in history to have a woman in that position. We have come a long way. And I think we need more women. I guess this is how I feel. As a mom, I was reading mail. I was trying to read bills for the next day. I was trying to help my kids with the homework. At the same time, I'm cooking. Yeah. So we can multitask. And we got no time to lose because we have so much to do. So it's like we cut to the nonsense and we go straight to what the problem is and get it resolved. We don't have time to waste. We got so much in our, between the cooking, the laundry, the kids, the homework.
Right. Superwomen, women. Youth of today are suffering from the decisions that we as adults make. What would you say to a young person that would give them hope for tomorrow?
The sky is the limit. You just have to put your mind to it. The sky is the limit. Whatever you want to do in life, you can do it. You just put your mind and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. People are going to try to say, oh, you have an accent. You know how many times people tell me that I have an accent? I say, yes, I do have an accent. I speak 3 languages. Can you? Don't let anybody put you down for anything. They're always going to say something negative. Don't. It's about being positive and do what we need to do. And the sky is the limit if you put your mind to it.
How do you relate to your kids now that you've become who you are as a senator? What kind of wisdom do you get from your kids?
Like every family, we have our issues. Like every family, there's always been sins. But as a family, we stick together and we help each other. In challenging time, in good times, in bad times, in sickness and in health, like in marriage. You stick together as a family and you support each other.
They must be very proud of you.
They are. They
Definitely.
are.
Is there something that you would want people to know about you in particular?
That what I do from the bottom of my heart. I do it because I think I have God given me a mission in life, and the mission has been to help people no matter what.
Senator, you are a Camden icon. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you so much, and you guys keep up the good work. It's always a blessing to be among you guys, and I'm so happy that this pandemic actually put us back 2-3 years, but you know what? We're in a better position now, and let's keep fighting together and working together.
Absolutely.